You're complaining that your makeup doesn't look as good as it used to when you're still doing your makeup exactly how you used to do it when you're in your 20s. I'm going to be showing you simple routine to keep your base fresh and glowy and how to apply your makeup too. First thing is to make sure your skin is properly hydrated, because at this stage you're already getting to the point where you're losing out on hydration. Double up on your hydration. This is what will give your skin that beautiful glow from within when you apply your foundation. When you double up on your hydration, your skin will feel and look plump, and whatever you apply on it will sit on it beautifully and blend well into your skin. The next step is to check for discoloration. It is usually under the eyes, around the mouth. For me, I have it here, but I will show you how to apply it. So apply a little bit, not so much, just to cancel out any discoloration you have under your eyes. You see how that melted into my skin? I'm using a peach color corrector to cancel out any bluish discoloration that might have under my eyes. I do not have any discoloration, but at least this will brighten my under eyes a lot better as opposed to this other side of my eyes. See that, and it blended well into my skin. After correcting the pigment you have on your skin, look at your skin really well. If it feels like you don't want to apply foundation, then go ahead and set it down. Or if you feel like you need to apply foundation, for me, I'm going to start my foundation application right from where I have the most to cover, basically. So after covering where I have the most of the pigments, I'm going to use whatever I have left on my beauty sponge in the center part of my face. So for you, if your pigments start from somewhere around the center part of your face, that is where you should start with your foundation and use the lightest hand, because the color corrector has done most of the work for you. So use the lightest hand. For your forehead area, don't apply foundation. Use whatever you have left in your beauty sponge. Just run that on your forehead. It's not going to show, provided you get a perfect shade of foundation. Because if you apply fresh foundation here, whenever you make any facial expressions like squeezing your, make that lines will start showing. So for concealer, place at the back of your hand, then use your beauty sponge, just dip from there. That way you're not going to be using too much of that. Place here in the inner part. The most of the concealer, let it be here, then work your way towards the outer part and make sure you are extending it towards the brow tail. So that will give your eye a lift. Use a little bit of concealer. You don't need that much concealer under your eyes. Less is always more, and it looks the most realistic and beautiful. So for blush, we are starting somewhere around here at the outer part of the eyes, because we want to lift our face up. So when you apply it, take it up like so. That will further help to give lifted face. And always choose blush in peach, orange, pink, and just apply it across. See, the leftover on that brush, I just run it through more like a W shape. So I just run that through the center part of my face. It's not super obvious, but it's beautiful, and it gives you that really nice dull young look. There's something about pink blush, gives you this young, like younger look and beautiful look. So look at that. When setting your under eyes, use a setting powder that is finely milled. So this type of setting powder will not exaggerate any lines you have under your eyes or in your skin. It's going to blur it out and give you a smooth finishing, and it blurs out your texture just in case you have any fine lines. You see that? For your lips, use a nude peachy pink lip just to match with what you have on your cheek. You can add brown lip liner if you want it defined. With any nude gloss. Add a black liner or a blue liner, whatever works for you. Apply a brow tamer to keep your brow in place. If you want, you can go ahead and pencil it, but for me, this is how I am going to leave it. So to set the rest of our skin, for me personally, I usually would not set my skin, but if you like to set your skin, then make sure you use the setting powder you use under your eyes, specifically one that is finely milled, so that way you are not adding texture on your skin. So this is just like you are using a finishing powder on your skin. It is going to blur out your texture and it's going to set your makeup in place till you're ready to take it off. So look at the part where I applied the powder and see the part where I did not apply the powder. So that's the difference. This powder sets down your foundation and it blurs your skin. It feels so smooth and velvety and it blurs your texture and any lines you have on your skin without settling on the line. Rather, it blurs out the lines. You can see the difference between here and here and see how there's no difference between, just that one side is glowy, dewy, and one side is soft matte. So that's it. To add warmth, I'm using the same setting powder but in a different shade. This is warmer than the first one. This is the one I'm using right now, and this is the first one. To add warmth to my skin, you can already see what is going on here as opposed to this side of my face. See that? Adding warmth to my skin without adding texture.